The last 2 nights, I've had the worst burning to my body and legs in a very long time. Maybe as long as 6.5 years. The oil light on the dashboard of the car I use for my sleep is starting to glow intermittently. The car hasn't been serviced for about 3 years, and I worry that if I continue to use it without, at the very least, getting an oil change, I might damage the engine. I've never attempted an oil change before, but after watching a video on YouTube, it's something I'm willing to try. But I don't have the means to siphon off the old oil. I haven't got any replacement oil or an oil filter, so I'm wondering whether it would be cheaper to go to a garage and have them do it rather than buy what's needed. Whilst contemplating this dilemma and seeing that the flat vacated by gangstalking neighbours is empty and currently being prepared for any new tenant, I decided to try once more sleeping in the flat. I moved the bunk bed from the balcony into the bedroom. A suggestion by someone I correspond with as a potential means to lessen the heating or burning attacks to my body is in place and costs me nothing, so is worth trying. Come bedtime, I climb onto the bunk bed and position my body close to the windows, and as I breathe easier on my right side, this is the first position adopted this night. Within 10 minutes or so, there's burning sensations to my outer upper right leg and hip area. The burning becomes unbearable and I climb down the bunk and go to the balcony to try to sleep. And within a short time, my body succumbs again to more burning. I realise how lucky I've been in all this time to have had access to the loaned car for my sleep since 2017, because the burning in the flat is more intense. And I'm sure it's not my mind imagining this extra level of pain. Unwilling to endure it any longer, I ride to the car at 2 a.m, and though there is still burning during my sleep, it is far less severe than in the flat. The next day I'm reminded again as I walk under the skylight window in the public area on our floor that it doesn't close properly sometimes, and as you can see, the rubber covering doesn't fully cover the length of the window. I climb up to inspect it, and on realising I haven't got a clue, I explore the roof instead. I decided to try sleeping up here later on, and not wanting to be heard by tenants in any of the 3 other flats on this floor as I walk on the rooftop, I opt to sleep in an area directly above our flat. It doesn't go as hoped, and eventually I decide to ride to the car in the early hours where, again, the burning is less painful and I manage some sleep. When I'm in the flat during the day, I never rest or stay still for more than a few minutes at a time. The flat is the nicest one we've ever lived, yet gangstalking neighbours have not only prevented me from appreciating it, but have used forms of psychological and, I believe, physical torture, so it has become more a torture chamber than a home. I filmed this part of the flat a few weeks ago to show my sister the result of my annual clean. My camcorder was used to record it, and after over 7 years of faultless performance, it stopped working on my birthday, the 27th of August. It currently has 5 watchers, so it will probably sell.